Relations between Russia and the United States are at an all-time low, while Foreign Minister Lavrov has said that the ties have hit a rock bottom. U.S. State Department spokesperson Ned Price has said that U.S. is looking for stable ties with Russia.
It remains true that we continue to look for a stable and predictable relationship with Russia. Just because we have these profound disagreements, just because the relationship is where it is right now, doesn't mean that there aren't going to be any areas of tactical alignment.
It all began with U.S. President Joe Biden calling Putin a killer. Biden also said the days of the U.S. rolling over to Putin are done. Russia recalled its U.S. ambassador immediately after, with Putin hitting back at Biden's comment, saying it takes one to know one. But that's not the only issue between the countries. Growing Russian military buildup is emerging as a growing problem. Ukraine has accused Moscow of building up troops on its border. According to unverified social media footage, Russia's moving tanks, armored personnel, carriers and other equipment to regions that border Ukraine. The military buildup is also happening in Crimea, a region that Moscow annexed from Ukraine in 2014. The NATO has voiced concern over this build-up, with ambassadors meeting to discuss a recent spike in violence in Donbass. Pentagon Chief Lloyd Austin reiterated the U.S.'s commitment to Ukrainian forces, helping them building their capacity to defend more effectively against Russian aggression. On the other hand, Russia has issued a chilling warning. According to the Kremlin, any deployment of NATO troops to the Ukraine would lead to further tensions. Russia has also warned that any attempt to start a new war in Donbass could destroy Ukraine. Moscow and Kiev have long accused each other of failing to implement a peace deal over Donbass, and the Russian activity poses an early challenge to Biden administration. In a public show of support for President Volodymyr Zelensky's government, Biden administration held phone calls with senior Ukrainian officials this week. And earlier during the day, we spoke to our correspondent Julia Chapman from Moscow. This is what she had to say.
We've been hearing a lot of very difficult, tense rhetoric from both the Russian and the US sides in the last couple of weeks, with the tensions really ramping up, particularly with the withdrawal of the Russian ambassador to Washington. He's here in Moscow right now. He has been for some 10 days already, really consulting with officials here in Moscow about where the US-Russia relationship will lead going forward. And we've been hearing most recently from Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, who said that relations between Russia and the United States are at rock bottom. We've been hearing very similar words from the US side. However, both countries very keen to stress that there are still areas where the two countries can cooperate, really trying to de-escalate the situation amid accusations of election meddling, and after President Joe Biden of the US said that he thought President Putin was a killer. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said in his interview to one of Russia's state media channels that he thinks everyone is a grown-up here in the relationship, both on the US side and the Russian side. He says nobody wants an escalation, nobody wants any kind of confrontation, so he did express some hope that things could be rolled back in the war of words between Russia and the United States. But he did say that the US tougher stance that has been taken under the Biden administration, more pressure on Russia, added sanctions since Joe Biden came to power, Mr. Lavrov says that is a policy that simply will not work and not have any impact on Russia's actions.